And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. LeBlanc. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hey,
Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And now the Jags are going to go for 2 here. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. And Lamb Sambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
First down, Raiders.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence. He'll have a first down past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Flushed out right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go, go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Drake with a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. LeBlanc. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. LeBlanc. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Off play action. LeBlanc. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And some room to run now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacob Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. LeBlanc. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lambo on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go! Let's go! At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before break. LeBlanc, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 46. Mike.
To throw on second down. LeBlanc. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Jags grab it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball here. Check 37. We shoot that bomber. We shoot that bomber. Hey, Orbit. On the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Rush in. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Slam. Leo. Go. 10.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
59 Mike. Check.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! It's complete. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. LeBlanc. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. The point after is good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side. Got to be taken in by Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action with Lawrence. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Let's get some penetration here. Hard. Hey, I-7.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking for the end zone. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault, 28 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So now another two-point conversion attempt coming up for the Jaguars. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Single. 17. Hey, Haywood. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Tight into the rock, boy. Tight into the rock. Hey, lock it. Deuce.
On third down, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Westbrook. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a draw play with Drake, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
It's a game at 6. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Back now in Jacksonville, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Running, it's Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 46 to Mike. 46.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jacobs able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 57.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll run. It's Drake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap.
And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a... Now Drake loses the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
The kick by Lambo is good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we can. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on second down. LeBlanc. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressure.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On play action, Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam up!
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.